Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is my 15-minute audio, and today we are going to continue our lesson about selection tools. And now we have some pictures. We want to select some items on it or some uh, icons or like that. And we want to select and cut them from the picture. With the selection tools we have learned the last video. So let's start. The first one here, we want to select the sky and remove it from the picture. So as you can see, the sky is consists of one or two or three colors at all. It's simple colors or like a solid color. It's not a huge gradient sort of colors or a lot of colors. So the best thing or the best two selection tools to select this is the following one is quick selection tool or magic wand tool. Quick selection will be more accurate. So let's begin with the magic wand and see its effect and continue selecting by the quick selection tool. Clicking on magic wand tool, then to select the sky. As you can see, it selects um, a big part of it, but not all of it, because we have some other colors in the sky, so we can add the selection as we learned by pressing shift. So we are done like that, like this. To remove it, simply we click delete, but it's a background color, so a background image, sorry, so we should unlock it. Okay, by double clicking on it and clicking OK. Then to click or press delete on the keyboard. So we deleted the sky, and as we learned also, this background consists of these small gray and white squares, means there is no background here, so we can add a layer here from this icon as we said before, then to drag it under the background or the castle or the picture, our picture, and to add color in this layer. This is a new tool or a new thing we added, or we learned, we will learn today, to add color to a layer, a whole layer, by clicking or pressing Alt backspace on the keyboard. So we added the foreground color here in Photoshop. We have two main colors we use, and we can you know select one of those, or we can we can use this or this. I can't remember the word today or now, but we can, like you can see, we can use white here, and by pressing Alt backspace, and to alternate the color, if we can say this, and we can use the other color, and we can change it by clicking on it, and we can select like another blue one and pressing again Alt backspace to add it to the background or to the layer under the castle. So it's a layer, it's a separate layer, and above it, there is our castle that we have selected and remove its sky. So again, we may click here and come in the history. This is the history of our actions or our yeah, maybe actions in Photoshop, or the things we did after we opened the picture. We opened it, then we click in the magic wand tool and used it. Then we clear the background, as you can see here. So we will return to the first point, and then we can click here and try the other one that we said it may be um, good or have a good effect on this picture. So clicking quick selection tool and select again the sky. So as you can see, it's more maybe accurate and um, more fast. So again, to unlock the picture and delete the background. If you want to add uh, a background or a layer before this or under this picture, we again clicking on a new layer here and drag it under the picture and to press Alt backspace to add our color. Okay, this is the first example for today, and the second one is similar to the first one, but here the magic wand tool will not work correctly or will not work as fast as we maybe uh, you know maybe expect. So if we click here, it will select this kind of white color in the sky, and if we add, it will add, but it may take some time to select the whole sky. So again, the quick selection tool here will be very good. As you noticed, it select it selects the whole sky in a moment. So you can delete again. We should uh, unlock the picture again to click OK and to delete the sky. So here we can learn uh, another shortcut or another thing in selection. If we want to inverse the selection, we now selected the sky, but if we want to select the building, we can from first we can or the first time we can get the selection tool and start selecting the building like that, but it may take time. So we can select the sky, we can select the easiest item in the picture and then inverse the selection by clicking by pressing Control I, sorry, not Control I. Control I make something called invert. May we will talk about it later. By clicking Control Shift I, yes, Control Shift I will inverse, as you noticed, the selection. So now, if we delete the selection, it will delete the building. So, okay. If you want to inverse again um, the selection, we will click again or press again Control Shift I. Okay, Control Shift I, make an inverse. If we want to deselect, as we learned before, we should press Control plus D. Control plus D. Okay, so it's another example. The next one, we did this. Okay, the next one here. Uh, it's uh, another good picture. We want to select the three boys. So how we can select them? I will take you small seconds uh, to think. So I think for the first time, or um, or from it's this kind of picture, we can select it also by the quick selection tool, and um, we may select it by the pen tool, as we learned the last video. You know the pen tool, but the pen tool takes some time. If we have time, the pen tool um, will make a very good effect, or a very good result, but we may use here the quick selection tool also, like this. Okay, this it's very quick and a pretty good makes a pretty good result. So yeah, we may subtract some uh, selection by clicking Alt, and add some here by clicking Shift. Yeah, like that. For me here, okay, deselecting or decreasing. Like that. Another perfect tool we may forget to use is the magnetic lasso tool. Let's try this here. We use this by clicking one time, then only as you can see, sorry, we click space on the keyboard to start navigating while we are in the magnetic list tool, or while we use any other tool. We want to span or navigate in the picture to see what's going on by clicking space while we are, uh, if we if we what if we not clicking it, if we unclick, there's no verb called unclick. If we uh, leave our hand from space bar, you will return to the tool. Okay, here at this point we may or we should make we make a click here or a point here, so we can and on the other curve, and start or continue acting or selecting again space. Only drag, only span with the mouse without clicking. It will make a good result like magic. As you can see, it's selecting the whole thing without any help, or with simple clicks on the edges, but it make the whole thing itself. We may let's make enough here. As you can see the result, see, it's very good result here. Yeah, and we can make the whole thing by this tool. So this is our third example, and this example we may make it also with the magic wand tool, and or the quick selection because its result was not accurate here, or we may add some. Yeah, it's good, very good result. Here is a very good result. We may unlock it. Oh, it's good. What happened? Okay. And we can delete also this background. And this is our lesson for today. It was a practical lesson on some examples on the selection tools we have that we explained last video. Thank you for watching, and we may get another tool the next video. Thank you for listening and watching, and see you again. Assalamu alaikum.